So, hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another edition of Makeovers for Misfits. I've had a little makeover myself this week. I got a little bored of being shut away at home. Now the only thing more toxic than my personality is my hair. I hope everyone's well. As you know, we're here today for a little bit of sexy DIY drag by... Oh, thank you, Adam. DIY drag from the mother of all drag mothers, Miss Amy Zing. So I think without any further ado, I don't know what our movement... Let's do like a body ripple today to welcome Amy Zing. Yeah! Glitter curtain realness, babes.
Yeah, the same one as well. Is it? It's a
Who'd have thought? We did not plan that. That was totally
shot special.
So, Amy, let's just talk us through. Welcome, first of all, and thank you for doing this. We're all very excited to do DIY drag. And we were just saying, well, I was just saying because nobody else was talking, that the product list is pretty insane. So, who knows where this is going to go today? Do you know where this is going to go?
I don't know. Do you know, Joan? And one of my key Sing the Pink things I'd always say is, like in press, I'd go, yeah, we just like make stuff out of loo rolls. I've never fucking made anything out of loo roll. So it's going to be really funny because I don't actually know.
Oh my God, you mean like an actual, I've got the loo roll.
I did bring a selection of used ones too.
I was thinking, okay, good.
I was thinking like, oh, what can you see down the hole? I've got no idea.
There's nobody more perfect to do DIY drag than Amy Zing.
Oh,
let's put it that way.
Just remember to.
So, I mean, you said that you could do a look in 5 minutes. We have got 45 minutes, so I'm guessing you're not perturbed by that time limit at all.
Cup of tea, babes. Start at 5:02. Have you got anything? Have you gathered any bits?
I have got a wig. When you said wig, I was assuming that it had to be the cheapest, shittest wig that you could possibly
shittest
find.
wig possible. Or just your fave, yeah. Because I got my one that's always on the floor. It's like got bits of old festival in it.
I found like a sort of a wicker basket.
Oh, that's perfect. That's a look. Oh my God, you're ready. We don't need to do anything.
Okay, right, perfect. Okay, so we'll get started in like 1 minute. Basically, if we're doing a little LEWK tonight, then please obviously do take photographs of yourself, upload them to all the different mediums that are available to you, and please tag Sink the Pink in them. Use the hashtag Makeovers for Misfits. Don't forget to tag Miss Amy Zing. Don't forget to tag Joan Oh Kitchens, which is not my drag name at all. But there we go. So, okay, with all of that out the way, let's start the timer. 45 minutes. Amy Zing, lead us into your world.
Into my dirty world of toilet rolls. Right, I hope you're ready for some lols, dudes, because it really doesn't matter what you do, because the point of drag is that it's super fun, right? So the best bit for me is always getting ready. Does anyone have a box and a loo roll? It doesn't really matter if you don't, because, yeah, some of you do. Amazing. So what I was thinking, well, tin foil is also a key covering technique. I'm gonna let's wrap up a couple of our loo rolls and just for fun. So we're gonna work out together because I haven't really got a plan. I'm not one of those queens with a plan.
Not having a plan is the new having a plan.
So one of my key sayings before we go on stage to Sing the Pink was, people prefer it when we're shit. Which meant I could just get away with being shit.
It actually was very comforting because it made us all feel like...
Oh, poppers.
Oh, yeah, poppers.
Well, we could go for a key teeny bopper cute, or we could go full Lady Di and do a load of them. It would be a little bit Statue of Lib as well, a little bit of a nod to New Biden. When we do our box, we could also do, if you had two, as nips. So the possibilities are endless, or a key shoulder pad.
This is perfect.
Yeah, I'm going to wrap all of mine. If you've got a few, wrap them all. You have if you do have a box, imagine what way around if you were going to make it like a boxy shoulder pad look, where your hole would be. So I can either go like long ways and have my face like here. Maybe I'll have a massive shoulder pad. So I'm going to go that way. So I'm just I'm very carefully cutting out my head hole. When I say carefully, I mean I might kill myself. I have done this box look before. It's quite good at a festival gig because you can like make your look and then put all the other stuff in the box and then turn up at the gig, stick a load of shit on yourself and stick a box over your head. And everyone thinks you're a fucking genius. I'm just going to find my head in my hole. She's in! Amazing. Okay, yeah, that's my crop top. So what I'm thinking now is if I've got enough tinfoil, I might cover my whole box. I've got a question for you, Joan. How's Barcelona and how's lockdown and how's Pluma? You are allowed out the house. Are you allowed to do club nights? Can you get sweaty and lick people's faces?
Yes, I'm doing a club night on Saturday.
Oh, God. Quick, take me to Barcelona.
No, everybody should follow my club night. It's called @PlumaBCN. That's the Instagram handle. I'll write in the comment. I'll write in the comments.
So I love the reason it's called Pluma. Will you tell everyone?
So the reason it's called Pluma, right, actually, this is a good story, actually, well done, Angs, is that basically in Spain, if you go on Grindr, if you go on the grind, people will often say no pluma, which means no feminine gays, like nobody that's like got pluma, like feathers. Yeah. So as soon as I was on Grindr, I was like, why does everybody keep saying no pluma, no pluma, no pluma? So I asked around and people were like, oh, it means no feminine gays. And I was like, boom! That's the name of a club night right there, because in my club night, all the feminine gays were allowed.
Yes, Queen. You are flying the flag of like a tiny creation that you are a part of. Because we should also explain that Joan is a very early thinker. Joan came along when, well, me and Glenn realised that we had no talent. And so we sourced some actual talented drag queens and dancers. Well, at that time you weren't a drag queen, were you? You were a professional dancer called Joan Oh.
I was just a little dancer. Well, when we came along, like we started, at that point in time, we were doing a lot of dance routines. Can you, like, if you look back, can you think of like a favourite routine that we've ever done, Ames?
Proud Mary. I think because it's so hectic, isn't it, Proud Mary? And none of us ever got it right. So there was that beautiful like feeling of chaos. That's kind of why I say to everyone that people prefer it when we're shit, because they kind of did.
The bit of Proud Mary where we have to go like down and up so many times. Everybody was always going at different times. It was fucking amazing.
It was the early flat drop. Yeah, I feel like I'm nearly done already. Oh, we got amazing. What's the scores on the clock?
The scores on the clock are, we are actually 20 minutes in, so we've got 25 minutes left.
Great. Well, I think it would be extra funny if we do makeup in like 30 seconds at the end, just to sort of, you know, like on Bake Off where they're like, oh my God, I've got to quickly do this. Is anyone doing the pointy boob idea?
I would love to do the pointy boob idea. I wonder, hang on. Right. Ames, did you ever used to have a drag name before Amy Zing, or have you always been Amy Zing?
I used to get called Princess Amy, and then I found out that Princess Julia existed. And I was like, I couldn't dare steal the princess's name.
No, don't be stealing that.
But that was, because you know, I used to work at Radio 1. That was my chat room name. Because back then it was like actually pre-bloody social media that I worked at Radio 1. So I started there in like 2004 or something. And we used to have a chat room that ran alongside of some of the specialist shows. So I was working on the show that replaced the John Peel show. So it was like Hugh Stevens and Rob DeBank, who went on to book us for festival. We used to have a little chat room that ran along at the same time, and we all had to have our username. So I was the Princess Amy. Oh no, I think I was Princess Amy R1, because we all had to have Radio 1 at the end of our names. And then it was just like cute music dude. So that kind of became my like drag-ish name in my like nerdy radio years. But then I found actual drag. You know what? I think I found actual drag because I was working as a radio producer and I needed to have an outlet that was just mine. Like, and it wasn't like writing a script for some other bitch. It was like doing my thing, you know? Because I think if you work in a job where and I absolutely loved it, and I don't always need to be the centre of attention at all. I actually prefer it behind the scenes, but occasionally everyone needs to put on a tinfoil shoulder piece and like live their best life. So I think it was really important that and Glyn also was working in a job. He was doing doing the shop floor for Karen Millen.
I remember that. Well, I know, I didn't know
The
at
window
that time.
displays look nice, putting the shoes and the handbags in line. And so we both needed like a space that we could be absolute wild, crazy kids, which is why
exactly.
the people swarm. Because everybody needs that, you know. And I think like that's what I recognise in people that come now is that they really are after that space.
When people want to know, like, oh, what should their drag name be? I think that people should look to their very first ever email address. Because
really good
Princess Amy is like obvious as a really good like entry level drag name.
You know, that might be my eBay username. Because it's from that era. I think it's like Princess Amy 2005 or something.
Yeah.
Always put a signifier like that as if it's not going to change.
I know there was always. My first ever email address was jonobabe@hotmail.com.
Glenn's was Disco Poodle, and Disco was K. Disco Poodle.
Adam's was Ada forever. Oh my god!
How's everyone getting on with their boxes? I'm having too much fun here and doing too much. I might try and stick these foods on the front. Why not? And I might get my hot glue gun out and start sticking a dollar shit over it. I'm going to check that these are aligned with my teeth.
Right, so Ames, I want a little bit of goss, right? This is probably gonna be a hard question for you to answer, but I want you to answer them truthfully.
Try me.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you 3 questions. Who was your favorite person, act that's performed at Sink the Pink, right? That's question number 1. And question number 2 is, who was the nicest person? Doesn't have to be the same as your favorite. Who was the nicest? And then who was the biggest cunt?
Oh my god, I love this game. So, oh my god, I can easily tell you the biggest cunt straight away. We get that one up first. It was the Venga Boys manager. He was such a cunt. You really? I started crying. So this all actually ended up in a film as well. Because remember Richard Morton made a film about Sink the Pink. Like following us backstage with cameras. And this is kind of like before there was much interest in Sink the Pink on that sort of like people because everyone would email and go, "Hey, come and take photos backstage of drag queens." And then the other day people were like, "All right." And then at one point there was more drag. That was like before that era. So anyway, he was backstage filming, and then this Venga Boy manager was like, so basically, this is very early Sink the Pink, right? And we didn't even have, well, we were broke. We didn't have a bank account, so I was paying the Venga Boys out of my BBC salary. So ridiculous. So like, perfect. And like, of course, the money hadn't cleared because I'm, you know, the child that makes loo roll outfits. And he was like, we not go on stage until the money's in the account. Like he was really threatening. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'll just check what happened. And then he gets to the hotel, and then that hadn't been cleared either. And then he gets to like the restaurant I was supposed to book them, and then that the money wasn't sorted for that either. So it's like a series of reasons why he hated me, which to be fair, it was so unprofessional.
You can basically, like, when you write your memoirs, you can be like, the Venga Boys manager shouted at me.
Like, what's your claim to fame? The Venga Boys manager shouted at me once. What were the other questions? Do you know what? Little Mix were the best. They were just like, it was like pop heaven. They're just, I mean, they were so gorgeous and kind and fun and loving, and they're so down to earth girls. Like I just want to be in Little Mix. You know, they're the right kind of girls. They're just pure, like good vibe, feminist, like hearts in the right place. Just northern good girls, you know. But yeah, they were super lovely, and they made me feel like Sink the Pink's big, man. Like I just looked at the stage and was like, Sink the Pink have got Little Mix. Like, you know,
that is true. That is legendary.
I'm threading my loo roll with a piece of elastic. I don't know how it's going to work out. I'm hoping that it will end up making it into a workable headpiece. I literally think we should do our makeup in like, let's give it like 5 minutes at the end just for super lols. I usually stick a face on before a wig just because of like hair. Should we just do a quick face? Working eyeliner is always good. I found his white Snazaroo from Halloween. He's quite OCD. If you have an OCD partner, don't steal their makeup. But I never do a base, fuck a base. I would just draw an eye like that. And then I draw another eye. And eyebrows are quite good because you've got like something to work with. And then what I would do is just like a natural lash. Some may say it looks like glasses. Not a good night unless you've got something to cross the alcohol on you.
Exactly.
And then it gives that really natural illusion of an eyeball.
Well, this is what they're all doing on those, you know, sort of TV shows. They're giving you a lot of white to sort of make their eyes seem a bit bigger. I think they've learned that from you, eh?
I think they've seen the way I do it, and it really makes the eye pop. And I'm going to put a bit of blue in the middle for that natural blue eye, like a perfect Barbie doll. Just so you get that healthy COVID look, I'm going to do just this natural cheek. Oh, it's lovely, that. And then what I would usually do is just a natural lip. So I'd start small and I'd get slightly bigger. And I'd give it a
It's almost like you haven't got any makeup on at all. That's what I really enjoy about it.
Give it a little line, you know. What I also like to do is just a freckle, you know, a natural freckle. That's lovely. And what I would say is, although some may laugh that I've done this in under 10 seconds, that actually once you're in a club light, sometimes this shit looks better than someone who's beat their face for 6 hours. So just to really accentuate, you know, your natural features. This is great. I mean, I'm done. I don't know about you guys. I know such talent could sometimes take its time to catch up with, but
I really like the eye. I love the eye. The way the white just makes it all pop is just sublime.
Really natural, fresh white of the eye. She had a lovely night's sleep. I've put some feathers coming up the nipples to give you that particularly nipple feel.
Actually, we are down to the last couple of minutes, so okay. I think we should be finalising our looks, everybody. We've got 3 minutes left. Pop your wig on then, Kath. Come on.
I can start.
Catch it.
I actually can't get it on. Right, that was me.
So we're going to say tools down, everybody, in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
So, like, yeah, if RuPaul was a number 10 and Amy Zing was a number 1.
You know, that's it. We've done what we needed to do. I think we should give Amy Zing a round of applause.
It's time.
Amy, you truly are the mother of all the little drag babies in the world, and truly the queen of DIY. This is amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your talent with us, darling. We'll be here again next week. Tell all your friends, tell anyone that will listen, and we'll post this. We will post the video from last week online tomorrow, and then this video will be on next week. Next Wednesday we'll have a new guest. I don't know who it's going to be. It's a surprise for you and me. But there we go. That's Makeovers for Misfits. Thank you so much to everybody. Cheerio. Thank you, Amy.